It looks like the Koch brothers are interested in drinking the Scott Walker Kool-Aid. Maybe that's a good way to explain what's going on. I've been mentioning that the Koch brothers said they're going to pour close to $900 million into the 2016 election. And yesterday I told you about this just gushing tribute from candidate Rand Paul in Time magazine, pretty clearly just trying to suck up and get some donations from them. But it seems as though the Koch brothers are into Scott Walker, not Rand Paul. Yesterday at a fundraising event here in Manhattan for the New York State Republican Party, David Koch said to donors that he and his brother, who oversee what's effectively one of the biggest private political organizations in the country, believe that Scott Walker will be the Republican nominee. They didn't directly say that they would like that to happen, but they've said that Scott Walker is terrific and that they believe he will be the nominee. So it seems that the Koch brothers are interested in a Scott Walker nomination.
I think this makes perfect sense.
Oh, yeah.
Scott Walker is the champion of big business. It seems to be anti-human being and just pro-business. And, who better to do business with than the Koch brothers?
Completely destroyed the economy in Wisconsin with the help of the Koch brothers. If the Koch brothers already got a head start in destroying the Wisconsin economy in partnership with Scott Walker, why not take it to the next level? And I was talking to Sam Seder, host of the Majority Report, over the weekend at this conference we attended. He said the same thing. He believes Scott Walker is going to be the nominee. I think that it is actually a pretty good guess that Sam Seder and the Koch brothers have aligned on here. And it's just a guy who destroys the economy, promising to create jobs, destroyed jobs in Wisconsin, destroyed labor, economic consumer confidence just at bottoming out in Wisconsin. And why would we assume he would do anything different as president?
I don't think he would. And can you imagine what he would do when it comes to foreign affairs? I mean, if the job situation and the economy situation in his state is the primary message of his opponents during the primary, and then, if he wins that, if that is the Democratic message to the voters, how could he possibly win, right? I mean, how could people still vote for him?
Hey, I remember people saying the same thing about George W. Bush. How could this guy who knows nothing about foreign policy, he's basically just a domestic businessman and a failed one at that, how could, we don't have to worry, nobody's going to vote for him, and he arguably won, some people say technically he didn't win, but putting that aside, he became the president. And everybody wants the Koch money, right? Rand Paul, as we mentioned, Ted Cruz, Chris Christie, they all want meetings, and some have had meetings with the Koch brothers. What I would really like to know is which candidate out of the realistic candidates would be the Koch brothers' least favorite. I know Elizabeth Warren doesn't seem like she's going to run, but I think Elizabeth Warren would be high on the Koch list of people they would not want to see as president.
Without a doubt. I mean, if it were Bernie Sanders, it would definitely be Bernie Sanders, but he probably won't run. So yeah, I think Warren.